Hello everybody. Today we're continuing to explore some of the tabs that I opened in the previous video in my part 1, just looking at random cars that I would potentially be interested in. Doesn't mean that I'm going to buy them, doesn't mean that I have the money or the space to store them. But, if I ever have $103,995 laying around, because you guys subscribed and watched a million of my videos, and YouTube just paid me a boatload of cash. Yeah, that I could possibly buy. Now this particular one, this is that black label with the suicide doors. I mean, here's the thing. Here's my thoughts on it. Lincoln Continental, I don't really have a whole lot bad to say about it, other than the fact that I think it was overpriced when the vehicle was new. Now, I'm talking about the basic edition. You could get it kind of in the higher 40s for the base stuff, but why would anybody want to do that? And then for their black label stuff, they really went all out, made it like a $70,000 sedan that I think they couldn't really ask as much. Now, when they went with their whole suicide door, that special edition, I think this is when they lost their mind, because I get that there's only a few hundred of these things were made, I think, every year. I think they only made them for a few years. But come on, just because they couldn't make them in-house and they couldn't make them cheaper, they sent it out to like a third-party shop that spliced it, diced it, and put it back together in a longer wheelbase. Doesn't justify the price for these things. Now, I know people bought them. I get it. People will buy just about anything. But look at this. There's a blank switch. Now, what the hell? You just paid 103 grand for this thing, and this is used. Why would they put a blank switch? I have no idea, but who knows? Yeah, like this panel. This panel is pretty much out of a Fusion. So anyway, yeah, so that's kind of my thought. Like, I drove a few Continentals back in the day. I know I did not drive this coach door stuff, but all I know is, good God, they are overpriced. And I guess for the collector, for somebody who really wants that, but they didn't give him any more power, I don't think. They didn't give him any specialty colors, I don't think, at least. And this one has got 1,600 miles, one owner, so somebody bought it, then probably realized they made a mistake and they returned it back. Anyway, yeah, look at some of these other ones that I opened up. So Mark V, rear-wheel drive, 7,500. 2,500 miles? I'm questioning that, but let's take a look. Oh, wow, nice picture. Very nice. I mean, man, some can look at this thing and say they're ugly. I look at this thing and I see an amazing automobile from a bygone era that's like 23 feet long. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Now, I'm guessing the fact that I'm filming this in August and the pictures are from the past winter, I don't know what happened there. They didn't do a very good job probably selling it, or maybe they were asking too much back then. But obviously, yeah, it's seats are nice and worn. I don't know about this whole idea of having so little mileage, unless it rolled over and they're not being honest. Look, Cartier clock. No, to put a Cartier name on this clock? Why? Why would they do that? The back seats look okay. Yeah, very, very old person's tan color. Let's see, did they write anything here? No. Vehicle history, no history. Yeah, someone's telling me that it's not that much. It's not current mileage, but who cares? Here's another Continental Reserve, 2,500 miles, one owner. Oh, it's okay. It's a smaller displacement V6, I think. I think they had optional engines. I could be wrong. I don't know enough about them. 2020 Reserve. They didn't put a price, but yeah, I mean, on the outside, I do wish that they would give these cars some sort of another front. The rear end, actually, I kind of like. It's the front that I have a problem with. Okay, yeah, I mean, I test drove them. I mean, they're not bad. I mean, as a modern interpretation, they are pretty good. Have some style on the inside. Have those, 80-way adjustable seats. Yeah, like this one. This one does. Not sure why these buttons have to be so big, but okay. Have those weird thigh adjustments, which, I mean, they made a big deal about them, but I personally don't see what the big fuss is. But okay, hey, Not bad. I just would, yeah, here you go again. So I don't know, maybe this is how they designed it. But why would they leave it like that? For symmetry? I don't know. All right. Oh, here's another one. Here's another one. Okay. Oh, wow, this one is close. All-wheel drive, 26, two owners. Wow. So in this car is 2 years old, maybe less than 2 years old. Yeah, so it's got the higher capacity, higher capacity engine. Two owners. So what is going on here? Coach doors again. I mean, it's nice and black. Maybe it's like a corporate limo, maybe, but you could get so much more car for that. Look, they didn't put any wood here. They put that little sliver here. The interior is actually, there's no special gauges or anything like that. It's a standard. Here's the blank button again. So I'm starting to think that it's not a blank button. They just did it for symmetry, but they could have done a much better job. For these coach edition things, okay, light up cup holders, yip-de-doo. Yeah, I don't think they did anything special for these. Then, like if you get a fully loaded one, that's not a stretched one. Here's those multi-seats again. Okay, this one has a bit more buttons. Wow. Okay, yeah, a lot of feet space, leg space, but I don't know. Excuse me. Yeah, I got a plaque there, champagne holder. I wonder how many people actually use that thing as a like 80th anniversary limited edition. 80 out of 80. Okay, wow. So they made it 2019. They've made 80 of them. Yeah. Okay. I mean, nice, but interesting, but not that good. All right. I guess we can stop looking at these things. Yeah, and like here, in the 2020 Reserve all-wheel drive. This is a standard wheelbase, 61,000, 4,100 miles, one owner. So why do people get rid of these things? Here, let's go back. No, I'm kind of skipping. I don't know. Is this for sale by owner? Oh no, North Park, Lincoln. So here we go. Okay, weird choice to take pictures on a roof, but okay. Yeah, like that's what I'm talking about. Like nice cars, but think they should be, considering the fact that they reused some of the components for other vehicles. They should have been way cheaper. And like even look at the gauges. Like there's nothing special about them. Yeah, so blank buttons. Yeah, like this should have been a solid $45,000 car, brand new, fully loaded, and then probably in the mid-30s for less loaded ones. And if they wanted to do that limited edition one and charge an arm and a leg, fine. But yeah, when these things were. All right. If we find any other Continentals, we'll just get rid of them because there's nothing else to look at. So this one showed up, Mark V, $45,000. See, I would rather spend $45,000 on this than on that one. All right, 4,400 miles. Wow. Private collection motors. Okay. Wow. Just look at this. That's what I'm talking about. This is special. Look. Star, like 4 stars in like in like 5 square feet of the car. There's like 5 stars all over the place. Wow. And small pictures, but tons of them. Wow. Black with the red interior. Holy moly. Like look, just like this picture is sexy. Oh my god. All right, let's I'm just gonna fast forward to like the interior, otherwise we'll be here all day. Wow. Yeah, there we go. Small pictures, too bad they didn't want to expand on this. Yeah, like this is gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at this. All the little switches here, the wood, which is still plastic, but much nicer. And this is when they had their Ford badges with the Lincoln badges. Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm talking about. All right. Mark V. Here's another Mark V. 19 pictures. Wow. Unbelievable. Like these were, I mean, I know these were higher class cars. Like this wasn't like a Honda Civic of its time. This was a special expensive car. But this is the styling that I'm most attracted to. Like, I mean, I'm speechless. I know. What a shocker. Wow. Look at the carpeting. Just Yeah, okay. Collector Series, Willie Alexander. So I guess that's the name of the original owner. Unless it's one of those designers things, but I'm not aware of any William Alexander designer. 35 grand. Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, I'm getting depressed. 50 grand for this 8,800 mile variant. Wow. 100 pictures. I mean, I guess I would rather have more pictures than none. Oh wow, they even lifted it. Oh, I know this place. They do YouTube videos of their cars. I watch several of them. I recognize this logo that they have. Yeah, I watch some of their stuff. They specialize in these type of vehicles. Look, barely even fits on a turntable. Wow, unbefreaking-believable. All right, so they're taking like 8 swipes of the 360 view. Oh my God. Can they get to the interior? Can we get to the interior? There you go. Look at this. So it's almost three ton. So it's almost a 3-ton car. Wow. Blue, black, wood, little CD radio, the little stitch work. Is that? Oh, maybe a little crack, but I mean, this is when the cars. I mean, I wonder, how do you feel gunning this thing at 85 miles an hour? Like, do you feel awesome, or do you feel like you're about to die? And these cars, like, you don't need to be going fast to have fun in these cars. I know, even in my town car. I mean, look, it's like a freaking pillow on top of a giant couch. Like, how could you go wrong? The answer is you can't. All right, okay, so this is from my previous video. Like I mentioned before, I clicked on a bunch of things, so they're not in any particular order. There's a Lucerne Super. We looked at a couple. Check out the other video if you like more of these, because I looked at a bunch. I mean, yeah, I love this. I mean, this isn't a different league than this Continental we just looked at, but yeah, I love this. Right side blind zone alert system off. Oh, side blind zone system, okay. Weird. It's like you're taking a picture. There's like a key tag. Can you just get rid of it before you take a picture? All right. Yeah, very nice. Very cool. I mean, old but useful GPS. I wish they did something special with these knobs, because these knobs were the same across the board. Nice steering wheel in good condition. Some of the earlier models of these have that heated windshield wiper nozzle, but then they started catching on fire and they stopped putting those in, and then they actually deactivated. Yeah, like I would go for this one. Yeah, not bad. Good price. All right, well, let's stop looking at these things, because once again, this is remnants from the last video. All right, yeah, they got rid of the half of the wood. All right, cool seat. Yeah. All right, let's look at some Impalas. So please don't judge me too harshly, but I do love these Impalas too. I love the styling. I do. They do share some of the stuff with the Buick LaCrosse that I used to own. Yeah, I love them. I don't know why. Like, I love this little arrow shape. In the interior, I mean, it's not too bad. Yeah, the Buick LaCrosse was fancier, of the same generation. But I kind of love it. I love actually the steering wheel, believe it or not, because you can put your hand in there. A lot of the modern ones, they kind of block them off, for, I don't know, maybe to avoid you from being slapped by the airbag or something like that. No sunroof. That's what pisses me off. It's like, it's a Premier. It's the fully loaded car, and you still make sunroof optional. And I love how the navigation screen can kind of rise up, and there's a little storage. Look, ton of space too. Yeah, not a lot of variation on these things. Maybe we'll look at like one more. Here's an LTZ. So they went from the LTZ moniker as the top of the line to the Premier. Don't really see a whole lot of difference. But those cars, they didn't change like the entire time they were made, and now they're discontinued. They didn't really change. They still had the same type of gauges, same type of interior. Heated steering wheel is nice. No wood on the steering wheel, but I never understood the brown piping on the black seat. But all right, well, we're not going to look at any other ones from this era, but look at this. 1963 Impala, 70,000 miles, 569 miles. I don't know, is this an ambulance or a hearse or a little bit of both? All right, looks like a very nice restoration. Not sure if those wheels are period correct, but once again, what do I know? I don't know if it's not, if it is or isn't. Well, yeah, very interesting. Let's see if they write anything. 1963 Chevy Impala 9-passenger wagon for sale. Has number matching. Oh, so this is not a hearse. This is an actual. This is like an actual, like a station wagon with more seats. Okay, I thought it was like, okay, so you have like one bench, two, so there's probably 3 benches. 120. Wow, look at all this chrome work here. Yep, second bench. And then the third one probably folded rearwards. Or not. Well, I don't know. Maybe they'll show a picture of it somewhere here. But yeah, I mean, this is just cool. Oh, there you go. Wow. So this is not a hearse or an ambulance. It's an actual passenger vehicle. Wow. I mean, obviously I wasn't born in this time frame, but would have loved to ride in the back. All right, we're not going to look at any more Impalas. It's okay. Oh, well, but we will look at this. So check this out. $50,000, 1996 Impala SS with 2,900 miles. If you're looking for a pristine Impala that is set up like no other, check it out. Original miles, immaculate, single owner. Wow. Holy crap. This car costs more than when it was new. Okay. 21 pictures. I mean, I love these cars. I mean, who doesn't? At 50,000, I guess if you want a museum quality piece. Okay, so they've modified the brakes. I didn't read everything that they said. I mean, obviously for that mileage, I'm sure it was garaged. Okay, some memorabilia here. To Ricky. Okay, I don't know who John Moss is, but maybe he's somebody famous that I should know. Oh, okay, so it was modified. Okay, so it was, there's, probably explained some, okay, so probably has more power and so forth. Here's another one, 40 grand, 3,500 miles. Yeah, I mean, I love these cars. Okay, so this one is, I'm guessing, not modified. Which that's the way I would go for. I'm not into the whole mod scenery. Caution, close all windows above 140 miles per hour. Okay. Not sure if it's factory or not, but yeah, I mean, just look how basic this interior is, but that doesn't take away from the car. And you got the normal style gauges, which I do like more than the digital one. All right, yeah, so it's got all the basic stuff. But yeah, this is new dealership style. Oh, wow, look at this. So we got $26,000 back in '96. Preferred equipment group, MFM stereo. I can't believe that they would charge like $52 for some of this stuff. Wow. All right, we're not going to look at more Impalas. Yeah, I got a little crazy with those. All right, let's look at a few last generational crosses, and I think we're going to be okay. I test drove a couple of them. I actually started bargaining at a dealership when I was buying my town car for like this last generation. I know they're not the traditional Buicks. They're the China designed, whatever. They're sporty, probably more sporty than I would love. But the fully loaded ones, I did test drive a couple. I love them. They did remind me of my LaCrosse from 2010, which obviously it's 7 years later. They just discontinued them. Yeah, I mean, I liked them. I like the interior. I mean, yeah, too much of the black plastic. Thankful none of that piano black stuff. Yeah, I mean, I would own one of these. You know, maybe in a few more years. Yeah. All right. Well, let's look at. They didn't have like any sporty editions or anything like that. But yeah, but I do love this style. The whole look, kind of low slung. I like the rear end too. So I guess I could just wrap it up by saying I like these cars too, and maybe someday when opportunity comes up, I would love to own one of these. Although I do wish that they would put a little bit more effort, maybe a little bit more wood. Don't emphasize the whole sportiness, which this one kind of sort of does. Um, maybe make the gauges a bit more special, something like that, because this does remind me of Impala, which, you know, rightfully so. I like the fact that on the top of the line ones, they don't have any blank switches, but on the lower end, they just have like a giant blank button. Not a big fan of these shifters, but they do work. So, and they do have on the top of the line ones a little massage feature, which you can argue is useless. Alrighty, folks, not going to bore you anymore to death because you're probably already bored. We will see you next time.